I am thrilled to show you a woman who will give you hope. She's a wife, a mother, and committed to serving those in need. So much so that during this pandemic, she moved from her home in the North Shore into a homeless shelter. Her dedication, exceptional. Hebron Housing Services in Waukesha. It's more than a refuge for the homeless.
We are not just providing a roof over somebody's head. We're really helping figure out what the root of the problem is.
It's a place where people care.
I wish we were able to serve more people and get them off the streets and help them on their journey.
Where the staff sees solutions.
The case managers, they'll take them to places, important appointments that they need to go to, make sure they got like the paperwork filled out that they need to. They're like a hands-on assistance for the guys.
And souls find solace.
When you're standing out there and you're cold and you're not eating, not knowing where the resources are can be just as hard.
And there's something else extraordinary you'll discover at Hebron Housing Services.
People who are homeless are just like you and me.
They have a passionate leader in Maureen Atwell, a former assistant district attorney. She's a powerful advocate for the homeless.
They are in the most vulnerable stage of their life, and they're going through the worst times that they can possibly go through.
Atwell is so dedicated during the COVID-19 pandemic, she moved into the shelter she oversees. Hebron Housing Services is now at full capacity. The staff is strained. It's now open around the clock after the coronavirus forced the closing of nearby day shelters.
To put that on my team by themselves and just expect them to do this alone, I didn't think was fair, and honestly, I didn't know if it would work.
So Atwell has temporarily left her Whitefish Bay home, her husband, and daughter.
What was it like telling your family, hey, I'm going to live on the job site for a while?
My family really understood how important it was that we keep the doors open of the shelters right now, especially. And even my daughter, who's just 12 years old, even she understood. She really got it.
She now sees her family through FaceTime.
I feel really lucky that we have the technology available to us and that we're able to connect in that way. I'm looking at this a little bit like a military deployment. I'm away from my family for a long period of time because I need to be.
Is there anything you would like to say to your husband and your daughter about thanking them for their support during this time? Because, like you say, this is difficult, especially for a 12-year-old child.
I don't want to get emotional. I might start crying. But I'm so grateful to my family for the sacrifice that they're making, because for that sacrifice, we get to keep a lot of other families safe. As much as my daughter misses me, I hope that, I'm gonna get emotional, I'm sorry. Gosh, I hope that one day she looks at this and understands what it means to serve others and understands what it means to make a sacrifice. And I hope that she is inspired by this and that she remembers this time.
Well, you're teaching her probably the best lesson she'll ever have in her life. And you're demonstrating it by being a role model, not by just talking it. So God bless you. That's very impressive.
Thank you.
So as we see our world change dramatically daily, there's some comfort in knowing that some people like Maureen Atwell realize now more than ever it's less about me and more about we.
This is a wonderful opportunity to see what people can be and how people can help. And I hope that that's something that people keep in mind, even going forward.
And we all need to remember, safe at home means nothing when you have no home.
I think that a reflection of any society or any civilization is how we treat each other when we are at our most vulnerable. The need is always there. And so I hope that the lessons from this experience people will take to help others and to serve.
I consider myself pretty lucky that I became a guest here. And I know every single one of us feels that way. We're all grateful.
And Atwell says without volunteers and the United Way keeping the doors open around the clock would be impossible.